Hello and welcome back to Bookmark Chronicles. Today I'm doing my July TBR. For some reason, it took me a really long time to try to figure out what I wanted to read this month. I think I fell into a little bit of a reading slump at the end of last month. I think it was a combination of falling into a slump, working a lot, and starting a book that I was excited about and not really feeling it. So I think the combination of all of those things, I kind of just stopped reading at the end. So hopefully we can get back on track this month. Starting off with my monthly buddy read with Robin. This month we both have Arcs of Family Lore by Elizabeth Acevedo. This is her adult debut, and from my understanding it deals with some sort of intergenerational drama where multiple members of this family are keeping secrets from each other. I believe this comes out on August 1st. I'm really excited to read this one. I have loved everything that I've read by Elizabeth Acevedo so far, so I'm hoping that this is just the same as the others. Next, I will be reading Kingsbane, Book 2 in the Imperium trilogy. I liked Furyborn enough. I felt like the ending was a little abrupt, so now I'm just intrigued to see what happens next. I do also have the third book. Will I continue? Hopefully, but we'll see how it goes. In the first book, we are following two women 1,000 years apart. One of them is prophesied to be the Queen of Light, and the other one is prophesied to be the Queen of Blood, but we don't really know who is who just yet. And where we start off, we think that one is the Queen of Light, but it turns out that she might be the Queen of Blood, and we're trying to figure out what's what. But with the ending, I felt like we were like getting into the thick of things, and then she was just like, nah, come back later. And I was like, ma'am, I don't have any answers. So I am going to continue. Hopefully I like this one a little bit more than the first one and enough to continue the series. Next, I will be reading one that I'm very excited about, and it is The Inevitability of by Nika Marie, who is a fellow booktuber, book talker, bookstagrammer, whatever. I did read Nika's manuscript about a year ago, and I know that she's made some significant changes, so I'm interested to see what those are and how much the story has changed and progressed. I did rate the manuscript 4.75 stars, so I am still expecting that I'm going to enjoy this one just as much. Yes, Nika is someone that I would consider a friend, but I will be giving an honest rating just as I did when I read her manuscript. In this, we are following Rika, who is born into a family of magic. However, she doesn't really know anything about their magic. She hasn't been able to access her magic, and now she kind of has the weight of the world on her shoulders because she needs to be the one to carry on her family legacy of securing Death's Gate. This is book 1 in the Gatekeeper saga, and if nothing has changed too much, she is planning to do 4 books total. I'm really excited to read this one. I hope that I enjoyed as much as I did before, and I'm planning to annotate this one, so I'm really excited. So moving forward, I want to make a better effort of tackling my Kindle TBR, and part of doing that is getting back into the Wright Brothers series by Christina C. Jones. I already read the first book, Getting Schooled, so next I plan to read Pulling Doubles. I really enjoyed that first book, and I really like CCJ so far, so I really do want to continue her work. This is a romance companion novel series, which I love, so I'm really excited about that. And then there's also a spin-off series with their cousins, and I want to read that one too. And then someone was telling me to read another series by her. I think it was Jess. She had read something that she really liked, and I was like, I need to get through the Wright Brothers first. So I'm finally going to do that. Plus, I really do need to get through a lot of the stuff on my Kindle because I can't keep paying for Kindle Unlimited and then not utilizing it. The last book on my TBR is one that I'm reading for Robin. Ashley and Monet read this book. They both enjoyed it. Robin read it and really wanted me to read it as well. However, they said that the audiobook is an absolute must. So I was looking for it, and it's not on Scribd, it's not on Libby, it wasn't available on Libro FM. So Robin so kindly sent me an Audible credit so I could read Animal by Kwan. I don't know what this is about, but Robin said that she wants me to read it because after I read Mafia Misfits, she thinks that I would really like it. Not only because of that, but also she said there's stabby and revenge, and I love a good fucking revenge plot. So I am really excited to read this one, and I hope that I enjoy it as much as everyone else did. I feel like regardless of how I feel overall, I think that this is going to be a really fun read, so I'm excited. I think that's everything that I want to read this month, but let me know if you have read any of the books on this list or if they are on your TBR as well. Otherwise, that's all I have for you today, and I'll see you in the next video.